job. He entered customer information into the computer. On his first day, he was full of energy, but a coworker told him to slow down. The work was simple and boring. If the boss saw them finishing too fast, he might think they didn't need that many employees, and Josh could lose his job. After work, Josh stayed in the motel and watched TV. The neighbors' arguments no longer scared him. A month passed quickly. Josh received his first paycheck. It was only $187, but to a 12-year-old, it felt like a fortune. He and Billy cashed it at the bank and bought a pile of snacks to celebrate at the motel. For the first time, Josh felt the joy of being an adult. He finally understood why adults didn't complain about food. They simply bought whatever they wanted. On the weekend, Josh visited the company's toy showroom. It was like a paradise for kids. He played with everything in sight. People stared at him like he was crazy, but he didn't care at all. He was having too much fun. While he was enjoying himself, the company's owner happened to walk by.
You work for me, don't you?
Yes.
The owner said he came every weekend to see how kids reacted to the toys. He wanted real feedback he couldn't get from reports. As they walked, the owner asked Josh what he thought of the toys. Josh, being 12 inside, knew every toy by heart. He talked non-stop about the flaws he had noticed. The owner found his insights valuable. They reached the giant floor piano. Josh stepped onto it and started playing with his feet. The owner joined him. A crowd gathered to watch. When they finished their song, people applauded loudly. The owner was impressed. He thought Josh had real talent and that an office desk job would waste it. He promoted him to vice president of product development. Josh's job was to test new toys and give ideas for improvements. He got his own office and even a secretary who brought him drinks. Josh felt like he had reached the peak of his life, but the company's creative director was furious. He felt Josh's promotion threatened his position. During a product meeting, the director challenged Josh. He presented a long list of market data and asked for Josh's opinion. Josh, however, was too busy playing with a new toy. He didn't understand any of the numbers, so he spoke from a child's perspective.
It turns from a building into a robot, right?
Precisely.
Well, what's fun about that?
He suggested making prehistoric animals into robots, maybe giant insects with big claws that could pick up cars. Kids would think that was cool. The owner loved the idea. Co-workers agreed it was great, but the creative director felt even more threatened. The company rented a large apartment for Josh. He turned it into a giant playroom. Billy visited whenever he had time. Josh wrote to his mother every 2 days to tell her he was safe. One night, the company hosted a party. Everyone wore black suits, except for Josh, who wore a white tuxedo. The creative director laughed, but the owner told Josh he looked fantastic. Co-workers joked that Josh might get promoted again. Josh wasn't interested in the party. He focused on the food. The creative director's secretary, Susan, was curious about him. She started a conversation and asked if he wanted to take a walk. Josh had been wanting to leave anyway, so he left the party with her. They rode in the company limousine. Susan thought it was a romantic moment, but Josh looked around like it was his first time in a car. He played with the locks and the reading lights. Susan talked about her problems at work, but Josh barely listened. He opened the sunroof and had her stand up through it. His innocence touched her. He was nothing like the men she knew. Susan wanted to see where Josh lived. When